Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to speak or to shed more light on the performance and the results of the Egyptian delegation participating even as we speak in the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. Yesterday, it was a goodbye for the football team after being defeated by Brazil 1-0. But on the other hand, the handball national team did it and they qualified to the quarterfinal. After defeating 30-20 the Bahraini team. Both teams, to be accurate, qualified to this stage. And to shed more light on that, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone our sports analyst, Mr. Mohamed Adel. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, let's start with Brazil and let's start with the 1-0 defeat. There are two visions. The number one vision saying that it's our bad luck that we met Brazil in this stage, and it was very much expected and accepted in the same time to be defeated by the title holders. The other vision is saying no, it was a very bad performance from the Egyptian side yesterday, and if we did it or we performed the same way we did in front of Australia, the result would be different. In your opinion, which is which?
I am agreeing with opinion number two. We did a very bad performance in the football, in the Olympic Games this time. As we watched the four games, even versus Australia, the only game that we won, we didn't do the what the players should do. We played versus Spain, versus Argentina. Argentina in their worst performance ever.
Yeah.
I did watch in my lifetime in any competition. We did lost versus Argentina because of the bad performance of the coaching of this team. This team is containing a bunch of talents. If we shed out the names, we'll discover many talents in the football team. We can talk about Mohamed al-Shinnawi, we'll talk about the defensive line, about the midfield line, Akram Tawfiq and Ammar Hamdi, Imam Ashur, and the offensive line, Ramadan Sobhi, Ahmed Yasser Rayyan, Salah Mohsen Tahir, Mohamed Tahir, whom did the worst performance for them, whether Salah Mohsen or Tahir, Mohamed Tahir. Really, I don't know why this performance from the Egyptian football team, because we are having many talents. We can go through the more than the quarterfinal, even versus Brazil. You can play better than you did yesterday. You received the goal in the 38th minute, so you have nothing to do but being offensive. But what happened yesterday is we played versus Argentina, versus Spain. No performance, no good performance, no effect on the goal. Brazil, they had the chance to score more and more, but not because they are great players, but because of our bad performance. Because even Brazil, they didn't come with the best magnificent players. Okay, they have Daniel Alves, the great expertise, the Richarlison, Bruno Guimaraes.
There is also a bunch of wonderful players in Brazil. It's the samba by all means. But sir, here I should focus on whose fault is that? The coaching circle led by Shawqi Gharib, or the lack of harmony among the players because of the relatively short timing, or what?
Well, if we'll talk about the lack of harmony, it's because of the coaching. It's because 100% because of the coaching, and we all know that before going to Tokyo. The coaching is not that great. Don't put the under 23 African competition as a test, because also in this tournament we didn't do it at the best performance. because you had a striker like Mustafa Mohamed.
Mohamed.
Yes, he scored many goals in this tournament, and the harmony in this competition was better because it was in Egypt. They did a camp before the competition, but in Tokyo, no, the performance was terribly bad.
And even in the preparations before Tokyo with the two friendlies against South Africa, Mustafa Mohamed was there. Till the moment, I don't know how Mustafa Mohamed was included in the preparations, despite the fact that Shawqi Gharib knew well that he is not going to travel with the team. And the two goals which were scored by the Egyptian national team in the friendly matches, they were scored by Mustafa Mohamed. Very much contradictory.
I believe they were trying to convince Galatasaray to get Mustafa Mohamed in the tournament, but they did fail, as they did with Liverpool to get Mohamed Salah to be with
there
the
were
Olympic
very controversial
team.
also reports speaking about Galatasaray's Fatih Tarim, who said that it was not my choice. But we are not going to speak about this because what happened, it already happens, and we should just learn some lessons from what happened.
We all don't know the truth.
Yes,
100%.
If you permit me, sir, because we are running out of time, and I want to really speak about our handball team and about the achievement which was realized on the ground till the moment. 4 wins out of 5 games, and the only loss against the giants, Denmark. And it seems that, inshallah, we are going to be courageous enough to wish or to dream of a medal. Do you think that our national handball team, led by the Spanish Barondo, can grab a medal in this edition of the Olympics?
Absolutely, yes. As we saw the performance of the handball team in the World Cup in Egypt, they were doing great. They lost versus Denmark with a penalty shot, which is not happening all the time in handball. Also, I wanted to congratulate to Bahraini team for qualifying for the first time ever in their history because they did great performance versus Sweden in the first game, versus Portugal
and
Japan, of course. Today's game was like a friendly game between Egypt and Bahrain.
Yeah.
We scored, had a +10 difference, which is the biggest difference Egypt did in the Olympic Games. Next game, next Tuesday, inshallah, versus Germany, I believe it's the most important game for the handball history in Egypt.
Yes.
So, because we all watched Germany's performance, it's not that great. Okay, Germany had a great history versus Egypt in the Olympic Games, in the World Cup competitions, but the performance of Egypt versus the performance of Germany nowadays, I believe we can do it, inshallah. We go to the semi-finals, we'll meet the winner of France versus Bahrain. I hope all the best for the best team in Egypt, the handball team. They all did great in the 5 games. We are the second team ever out of European region to win 4 out of 5 games in the Olympic after South Korea in 1988. We are doing history. We are creating a new handball history. We are doing great. I want to thank Karim Hindawi in Sweden's game, Mohamed Assam Al-Tayyar in today's game versus Bahrain. He saved 15 out of 30-something shots. He did great as Katongas did versus Sweden. We are doing great. I hope all the best.
17 saves against Sweden. And inshallah, they are going to continue the same way, and inshallah, they are going to turn back with a medal from Tokyo Olympic Games.
Well, hope so, inshallah.
Mr. Mohamed Adel, our sports analyst, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. Special thanks to Barondo of Spain, the national coach of our handball team, and to Venue, the coach of our goalkeepers. Because of those two, our players are doing great, and inshallah, they are going to perform better even in their match against Germany, which is going to take place on Tuesday, just the day after tomorrow, exactly 10 a.m. Cairo local time. We wish our commanders the best of luck. Well, by this, we come to the end of our breakfast show today. Till we meet again tomorrow with another crew. Stay tuned only on Nile TV International, always for more. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. You were in the company of my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman. Many thanks for watching.